So here we go. Here's part 3. So I was talking about my grandmother and grandfather's farm and ranch, and also the small country town that I grew up in. So it was very commonplace growing up to see bobcats, skunks, raccoons, possums, squirrels, snakes, alligators, coyotes, foxes, badgers, armadillos, turtles, chipmunks, prairie dogs, rabbits, cougars, mice, ocelots, lizards, whooping cranes, eagles, hawks, jackrabbits, rabbits, frogs, crawdads, pheasants, deer, etc. Tons and tons of animals on the farm and also in the small country town that I grew up in. These are just a few of the animals that I grew up observing and watching. And as such, I've always had a very strong affinity towards animals. I feel more comfortable with them than I do with people sometimes. So my people live off the land. Nothing is wasted. We respect animals and plants. We respect the things that Creator gave us to support life. We do not take more than we need. We actually think that is a sin. That kind of recklessness and greediness is very frowned upon in my mother's family. We just don't waste. We don't like waste. I've always had a strong connection to this land and the animals on it. My faith converted to traditional Native American way. When I met and married my late husband, I've prayed traditional Native American way or indigenous way for the last 25 years. I have the deepest gratitude and respect for traditional ways. That is all I will say about this on this website, out of respect for those ways. I can, however, speak about how praying traditional makes me feel inside. I pray traditional way. I do not take this lightly. The way I have been taught to pray gives respect to the four sacred directions, Mother Earth and Father Sky, but most of all, to Great Spirit. There are pronounced elements of animism in the way I pray. In each corner of the four sacred directions, there is an animal that is the guardian of that direction. So let me just say that there is so much more traditional Native American way. But I'm not going to talk about that because I am uncomfortable speaking about that. But one of the things that hooked me in or captured my soul in particular was the fact that there were hints of animism contained within it. And seeing as how I grew up in such a manner that I was exposed to animals, I observed the behaviors of animals, I was around animals constantly. That's what felt like home for me. And so anyway, that's what I have to say about it. You know, different tribes have different beliefs. Different tribes have different systems. Different tribes have different faith and different, things. But I'm not going to really discuss that. So in each of the corner of the four sacred directions, there's an animal that is the guardian of that direction. This animal brings special qualities and attributes, or perhaps a more proper way of saying this is that the animal in that direction guards that direction. The animal that guards that direction reverberates the already existing qualities of that direction. For example, the east. The east is the source of all light, is a source of light. The east is the source of light. Eagle, who lives in the east, carries our prayers to Creator, who is the source of all light. So Creator is the source of all light. Eagle is associated with east. East is the source of light. You see how there's kind of a correlation between those? So this is a very brief explanation with regards to animals and directions, but I hope it does shed a bit of light on it for you so that you're more comfortable with the concept if you're unfamiliar with it. This is a part of traditional Native American way that I have been taught to pray. Any insights that it may give you is a result of traditional ways and of prayer, not me. It's not me. I'm just the human. I'm just the person who prays with you. So I'm going to continue in part 4. Please just go ahead and click on through to part 4 now.